I think I'm online. All right, I'm gonna go. Hope for the best. No, I am gonna try using the Pro controller. Hey, busy. I won my match. I got a game that I damn well could have beaten if I paid more attention to the controls and didn't waste 10 minutes. It is a controller I don't usually get to use for this, but it seems like an amazing controller for it, so we'll see if I have any misdrops because of it. I won't make up a misdrop. If I get one that's legit, I'll let you know. I was having trouble with that. I do still want to mod my controller. I bought a mod, in fact, and I didn't like it. In reality, it wasn't what I was looking for, so I didn't end up doing it. I still mean to, though. Hey, fellas. I still mean to make a Tetris training video also, but until Sunday, this Sunday's over as well, my second huge event, I need to really keep things focused a little bit. Oh my. Oh yeah, okay. I was not happy with what I'd done there, but I wasn't in trouble just because I didn't get attacked in that. Thanks for the sub, Proton.
Smetras.
I feel slow with this thing, actually. I mean, I just don't feel fast. Maybe I should stick to the Joy-Cons anyway. I'm so used to them. It's a very hard D-pad to press. But I think that sensitivity option is enough to fix the problem, though. I haven't had any problems yet. I haven't really been going very fast, though. Oh. That might have been one there. It's hard to tell. I'm not sure if I... Okay, that time it definitely was. Jeez. I still want to open this up and put tape on the insides so that the contacts aren't so sensitive. Well, me getting 12 KOs has nothing to do with speed. That's just the way this game works when you're running the smorgasbord. Anybody could do that at a snail's pace if you do it with placing the blocks in the correct place is really the only thing that matters. You do have a time limit, but the time limit is like 5 seconds. For a single line clear, that is. Ugh. It's time to start playing regular though, so I need to deal with these attackers. Oh my. Now I'm determining if this T-spin was a good idea to set up. Yeah. I'm having a bad time. I'm just getting confused by my pieces. So many people after me still. Here's where speed makes or breaks me, because if I were any slower on these, I'd be dead. There's too many people after me, and I'm not getting that huge benefit I was before. There's not enough for that, but there's enough to threaten me. I'm in trouble. Ah! Okay, I'm switching to Joy-Cons. That last one was a misdrop, and it was a death misdrop. That was awful. I had that thing solved to where I may have been able to get out of there, and it stole it away from me. I'm gonna switch to my usual controller. That sucks. That's no fun at all. I don't like that. It's not worth it. I like this controller a lot, but I'm just not gonna use it for Tetris. I did win the $10 thing. Remember when I had a bounty for Nintendo games? I did win a thing with that. I won. Well, I had the bounty, so I got that. But also, I got into the tournament and I won $10 for winning that because I got in the top 1,000 or whatever. Really easy to do, honestly. You just need to be in the top 1,000. You just need like 20 or 30 wins. I had quite a few. I'm curious what the 999th person got for points. Because they didn't tell me my rank. I'm sure somebody got like, you know, 100,000. But 3,000 was enough. I figured I'd win some Nintendo bucks. Now I gotta get reused to this, but that won't take me long at all because, like I said, this is the controller I always play with. I play this portable. With these pieces, man, it's okay. It doesn't really matter if it's a perfect Tetris for this. Yeah. That feels much better. I can just go as fast as I want now. And I don't feel like I'm gonna make a mistake hardware related. If I make a mistake, it'll be on me. It's so sensitive. I never would have guessed that I'd prefer this broken up D-pad thing that they did with the Joy-Cons over a regular D-pad. But I do. At least for this. Yeah, let's do a T-spin for no reason. Here you go. It's time to get out of here, though, I think. I love the Wii U Pro controller. Best thing about that system probably is that they have that controller. That was a stupid thing to put in there. That didn't work at all. Whoops. I thought it would fit. I completely misread that. More attackers. I don't like being up this tall right now. If I'm gonna be this tall, I want to go all the way to the top, and I don't really plan on doing that, so I don't. I guess I could go back up. To the sky. It's not like I don't have a Tetris ready or whatever. Okay. Combo time. Yeah. Get that T-spin in a second. Quit. Pick a different target game, please. Oh my. Absolute scumbags. I used the Pro Controller for Breath of the Wild and stuff. I didn't have any trouble, but this game is more sensitive than that. I think it's fine for 3D platforming and stuff, but that it reads inputs a little bit wrong is a big deal on the D-pad, which normally I don't use the D-pad for that kind of game, so you don't notice the problem much. The problem is definitely with the D-pad. Oh, God. I need a new target. Oh, I might be dead. Yeah, I sure am. These pieces are not good for me to get out of here. I got slammed left and right. That sucked. The game is just on this menace streak where it's just going to bounce me to people with whole attacks. And they counter me every time. I hate it when I can't find a safe place to sit. It's not impossible to keep up with, but God, it's awful because if you do try and keep up with it, you're not doing anything, you're just defending yourself. Defense disables attack. Let's do, my start is fine, but somewhere down the line in both games now I, lost control. Ah, crap. Somebody just decided to dump a bunch of junk on me. Oh my. God, just 5Zs in a row. I should have done better than that with those pieces, though. Yeah, there was a way to survive. I mean, like I said, step one is to pick a better target so you don't get... They had a huge attacker bonus, and I switched to somebody else, and they had a huge attacker bonus too. So... a lot of problems came in there because of that. So step one to fixing that would be to take my time and pick a better target rather than trying to deal with it on automatic mode. That was really silly of me. I mean, there's no real reason for me to lose that early, other than pure disaster. But sometimes it happens to me where I just get a bunch of weird stuff in a row, a bunch of Z's in that case, and I'm like, I don't have anywhere to put any of this stuff. I just blank out completely on what to do with such nonsense. It's absolutely the worst. This is what I wanted to do, and you can see how much smoother that went this time. It's like done already. No effort at all this time to do the same exact thing, just because the pieces made more sense. They don't have to be perfect, but man, sometimes they just don't work at all. And that really shouldn't happen to me. I should be able to figure out a way to deal with stuff, but sometimes I just cannot put it together. I'm gonna hang out up here because they're still after me. Actually, seems like that's slowing down. Maybe I should quit it. Okay, I set up a Tetris around the corner there, so if I need it, I've got it. Okay. To the bottom. I thought I'd set up a quick Tetris and then the stick was as far away from being real as it could have been there. Need to drop more T-spins. I've been getting a little better at setting those up, but I still miss a lot of opportunities to set them up. I could have had one here somewhere, but I didn't do the right thing with the Z that I had. Here's one. Probably not the right time to use it though, considering. There's an example of a target that you just want to not deal with. It's just too much. Switching off of him probably saved me some damage there. And again. Another really bad, just awful place to be. It gets pretty difficult to find a place to sit sometimes, I feel like. Jeez. I'm back on the same guy. I can tell you what. I need to just not use the automation modes for a while. They suck sometimes. I'm gonna pick a target and he's my guy for a while. Oh man, I slipped. I was paying attention to the right side, not the left. I'll sit on attacker's mode. That's a pretty good way to make sure that no one's after you. And if you're trying to be defensive, it's not a bad idea. You do still have to get off the guy who you were on, though. Because if you set it to attacker's mode, he'll still be attacking you. So that doesn't get rid of him. Doesn't guarantee that they won't get the attacker's bonus, though. It just lowers the chance. Nope, here's a combo for you. Okay. Ah, everyone has it. I hate it. This is fine. There you go. That was nice. Here's another one. That made up for that little error there. Is my stream dropping frames? I tried to fix that, but it's like, I think it's Twitch, honestly. I don't think it's my thing. Having trouble with that. I don't think it's me. I checked my internet when it started being jerk, and I hopped servers a couple times, but I could not get it to go away. I'll turn my bitrate down, which will lower the overall quality, but I think it'll reduce that. I'd rather reduce it than have it be awful.
Nice win there.
And just not watched at all. Hey, listen. You can count on me. I've got this great video I can use whenever I want. Actually, I have another one that I like even better. We didn't have to edit much for that. That was a last minute creation. That whole event was done the morning of, honestly. It's not weird that the audio is fine and the video is choppy, because that's the way Twitch handles dropped frames usually. Thank you for the bits.
To get some pride up in this.
Oh yeah. Well, it really came down to we had no ideas for what would be funny for Test Your Smite, and I've already hoisted them with some, like the first year we did 3 Battletoads things. It was a game I speedrun almost, so I tried really hard to avoid the same jokes, so we were working on something new, and it was just easier to do something new completely than it was to avoid that. Boy howdy, I sure do have a thing going on here. I don't know if this is I guess eventually I'll get enough sticks to make this work. Yeah, check it out. It's there now, huh? Yeah. I was really happy with the turnout. It started with 1,000 clean. We hit the same high point that we hit last year, 1,500. Except this time we stayed there pretty much the whole time instead of just barely reaching there at one point. Very nice. I was very happy with that. Okay, we're not doing the thing this time. I'm just gonna play regular and drop T-spins and Tetrises on people. Not that guy, though. That guy's no good for my business. Ow. Oh boy. It just loves to target him, doesn't it? No matter how many times I shift away, he'll eventually be my target again, and it's an instant filled full of garbage as soon as it happens. Yep, there it is again. You can count on that above anything else. Just stay off of KO mode for a bit. A lot of the intro gags were just Matty on his own. The Bubsy intro almost always is for team battles. The screen craps were my idea, for the most part. What we do is, we redraw ourselves in 90 seconds a prompt that was done in a goofy way before, and we put those two in. His submission is in front. You can see which one his. I think you should be able to tell which one's mine pretty easily, I bet. Let's go back to KO mode. It's probably safe by now. Safer. Playable, anyway. The start of the game is really when KO mode can be hectic and dangerous. There's usually still somebody around who's got a big menace pile on them, but I don't think so right now. I think we're good. And I got my badges up a little bit there. That's good. Freaking green blocks in this block too. What the? It was worth it. I'm the menace right now. The game just decided that I was. So all these people are in the position I was complaining about, where they just need to not be on KO mode or else they're dead. Really, that's what it comes down to here, because I drop a lot of stuff. I know how to take advantage of it, so I'm going to push it as hard as I can. to normal now. Thought I had a T-spin there, but it didn't set it up right. Yeah. There's one. If that guy on the left goes down to me, I'll be probably full on badges. Looks like he's gonna survive though. Guy on the right's even better, though. So whatever. Then of course it switched back to the guy on the left after the guy on the right pummeled me for 1,000,000 damage. Let's just stick it on attacker's mode. Jeez. What a mess. Okay, I got a double bonus here, but it's gonna be 2 very strong. 3 now. 3 is good. 3 helps me a lot. 2 was no good, but 3, I'm the winner. That's like an instant victory, honestly. They're all dead. Oh man, I thought I was in trouble when just 2 were on me and they both had 4 badges. But when that third loser came on with the 1 badge, I don't mean loser offensively. I mean, he didn't have a chance to win, really. He guaranteed my win. Hey, Pallid. Thanks for the sub. I'm sorry we don't have an alert for you made yet. But,
A few months here and there.
I'll play it for you soon. Anyway, we do have a badge for you. What am I doing? That's what I mean. Like, when I get 3 of those weird Z pieces in a row, I'm just like, huh? This is Tetris? It's so weird. They don't fit anywhere unless something's already askew. I need to drop another Tetris because I'm not set up really well. Oh, that doesn't help. Yeah, there. I figured it out. Yeah, this is fine. Going a little risky here for greed. That killed me. Oh, I slipped so bad at the end. I was fine, but then I misplaced that piece. Ugh. It needed it to flip in there and it didn't do what I wanted. I got really confused. I haven't seen Beatus in a while. I saw him online once every couple months. He seems to come online. I don't pay much attention to YouTube either. I used to watch every single Let's Play religiously. Do they still do them? They still on those? I want to just do this for a while. Well, I appreciate you saying I'm sick of the game when I just lost so poorly. Such a goof. I need this cube. Okay. Not a couple months. That sucks. Oh. Let's not do any more of those right now. Let's not do that. I'm just gonna go to KO mode because somebody else grabbed all the attackers in this. I'd rather not use the stick there, damn it. That's okay, here's another. Well, I don't know anything about where Diabetes has been. Hopefully he's doing alright. Sleep Cycles too, man. Sleep Cycles has also been out a lot. He was supposed to be on Sunday, but I haven't been able to contact him, so he's not gonna be, and that's crappy. I actually had a lot of trouble using both rotation buttons when I was a kid. Like, I used to play this competitively when I was a teenager on Tetranet. And for some reason, I had developed the habit of never using both rotation buttons. And I haven't played for a long time, and coming back to it now, I can break that habit. But it was like muscle memory to just press the button 3 times to rotate it. I knew it was wrong, and I could not stop it. And apparently the way to stop it is to just not play for 10 years. and then you have a chance at getting away. I still do it a little bit, but for the most part, I feel like I'm free of that habit. Which is obviously slowing you down. Like, no question about it. You're slower for doing that. I knew it, and I couldn't stop it, and it was really frustrating. Let me do this. I hate it when I'm almost all cleared. I have such a hard time getting those. I need to practice those. I need to look at the board as a whole a little bit better. I just like them. They're not great. I just like doing them. They make me feel like I'm winning when I do an all clear. Oh my. Attackers everywhere. Sometimes you just want to do combos. They add up so well. Especially when you got this great bonus on. There you go, boys. I don't know what I was doing there. There we go. Oh no! Why did I do that? Oh, I ruined my T-spin. Oh man, I switched from the stick to the T-square when I meant to just leave it the way it was. Okay, what's going on here? I need another badge at least, or I don't feel very good about the situation. Let's do that. Here comes some punishment for not having that. Yeah, I'm in trouble. No, don't use that. We need that. Very important we not. Okay, somehow I won with nothing. I don't know what happened at the end there. They must have messed up or something, right? I don't know. Okay. Sometimes it falls together. I am putting together a Tetris tutorial, and I'm gonna have some videos like telling people to just keep calm and keep playing, because you might pull it off. You never know with this game. It's very lenient about you surviving at the top. It's very mean about shoving you to the top from the bottom, because you can take 16 lines at once out of the 20-ish that you have. And at some point, I'll count how many there actually are. I'm pretty sure it's 20. But anyway, once you're up there, you usually get an attacker's bonus and some other stuff. I'm gonna do a Tetris pile here. Is it 20? I thought it was 20. I just assumed it was. And I have said that so many times that I would count them, and I still haven't. That's bad news. That would have been death if I didn't waste my Tetris, that jerk. Attacking other players? What a monster. This isn't working too well. It's kind of working enough that I want to keep trying it, but it's really not. It's not going very well. I think I'm getting out of here. In style. A combo the whole way down. Yeah, there we go. I'll give him something to chew on. So I'm at max attack right now, so I can take my time and relax as I think about my next move here. I need to very quickly get this Tetris going on is what I need to do, I think. Yeah, because we have 2s in a row there. Looks good. Let's punish. I need some dang badges, man. The start has been really bad. I got 1. Well, if I can get 2 sticks coming up. There they are. I have my T-spin finally. Alright. Seemed like a little bit of high effort for that, but whatever. In this game, I'm not 100% sure about the death rules either. Something, certainly if the incoming piece will hit something on your board already, you're done. That one's obvious. The one that's not to me is if you're like a whole piece above the board or something, it seems like it kills you as well. That happens to me very rarely, so I have a hard time figuring out exactly the rules on it. And I need to if I'm going to make a video talking about all the mechanics of the game. I definitely have died to a piece that was not in contact with the one coming in, being too high. And it wasn't that high, it was just, I feel like it was the entire piece was above the board, and that was enough for it to say, you're done. And it's pretty rare for me to die that way because that's a stupid thing to do for the most part. And I generally don't do that unless I'm screwing around up there. So almost all of my deaths are because an incoming piece is going to hit. So to get the exact on that rule, I'll have to almost do it on purpose. But it seems so inconsistent. I don't know what its deal is. Modern Tetris is not my thing, so I'm trying to learn how to do T-spins and stuff. So even that is new to me, so rules like that are confounding. Oh my. It's one of those times I need that attacker's bonus to come in here. If I don't switch to attacker's mode, I'll never put any pressure on these people hitting me and they'll just keep doing it. There is an advantage to staying on target mode though. I really mess up somebody, and the person you would want to mess up obviously is the badge holder. But that's me, so... Okay, we're canceling this T-spin. It's not gonna work out. Oh. Huge combo and a third attacker again. What's with this game throwing me a victory at the end every time? If they survive that, that'll be quite a feat. Yeah, I mean, jeez, dude, I wouldn't want to be on the end of that. Samurai Hitman, thanks for the sub. I really feel bad that I didn't get the animation for you made yet, but me and Maddie have been really busy with last Sunday's show and this upcoming one too. But the badge is there that we want to make an animation for.
Tetris 49.
I didn't play... Well, I did play NES Tetris, and I remember my grandfather was yelling at me for going too fast. As fast as normal Tetris would let you, but I mostly played Tetranet, and it didn't have T-spins, I don't think, in any capacity. So I don't know how to do those at all. The triples I've been trying to learn, they're baffling. I know how to do them on a very, very specific setup, and that's it. Doubles I've got down pretty well. Those are easier. I'm starting to get those. They require me to, I would say, mess up my field, honestly. It's what it feels like. It feels like I'm screwing up on purpose to get those to happen. But once I get my head wrapped around that that's what I'm doing, it works out. These took me a lot of losses on this to figure out, these triples, even with this specific setup that I was told how to do. Very important that I got that out there. It was worth messing up for because I was running a little low on time, and if I took any longer, I would have been dead. I feel like triples do mess up your field, unless you're really good at them. I can't figure out how to do them without screwing things up. They fix it when you're done, but the setup for them is devastating. You really can't do much with it aside from the triples, it feels like. Whereas the doubles, you can just cancel it and go. It's just a little pit. Okay, for all that, I got 2 KOs. This is not very impressive. I'm gonna cancel it here. It's just taking too long. It's time to build downwards. Oh my. As soon as I say that, all the attackers came on. They only came on for that though, and then they went away again. Like, here's my problem. I don't know how to fix this field to turn it back into triples. I'm sure there's a way. I know the bottom is correct for it. There were a potential 4 T-spins in a row there with that. And once I screw up the top, I don't know how to fix it. That's beyond me right now. And, I haven't devoted a lot of time to figuring it out because I don't think I'll be using triples very much, even if I knew how to do them. I still would probably use them sometimes, but unlike doubles, I don't think they have as much immediate worth. Yeah, I have to fix the overhang, but I also have to fix the number of blocks, and that part confuses me, that it has to be an exact number, and I can't visually see it yet. Oh my. They've done picked me a bad target. I'm dead. Yeah, I'm finished. The guy who got me is, looks like he's doing that right now. That guy who's 5-star is level 105. He's played like 2,000 something games. I haven't even played 1,000 yet, and I'm level 80. That's the difference between me and that level. 81 to 105 is quite a few games, like 1,000 plus games. I'm getting close to 1,000. I think I'm at 900 some now. Light in the 900s. Yeah, it is definitely pattern recognition, but I kind of don't like them, honestly. I like the regular double T-spins and the singles, but the triples don't make any sense to me, so I don't really care for them, and that puts me off of wanting to learn how to do them. I just don't like them. So I haven't really devoted much time to it, and that I also don't think they have too much value compared to any other move. Those two things together keep me from bothering. We're talking 2 lines for quite a bit more work, in my opinion. Quite a bit more work over a double. Quite a bit more work, and also I feel like it's the most unsafe thing you can do. I've lost a couple of games trying to set it up, and I was just in a horrible place because it just feels like it leaves me defenseless, honestly. It makes you feel such a disaster for a while. I don't feel like anything else I do does that, unless I'm going for like huge Tetris thing and I don't have any sticks and I'm just left with most of my field useless for 3 lines. That's the worst for Tetris. It doesn't help, I guess, that the triple setup I do is really tall. It's either 2 or 3, or sometimes even 4. I don't know how to do just one. So I've never looked that one up. I've only looked up how to do 4, and I've built off of that to build 2 or 3. So it ends up being this towering thing instead of an easy to do quick. So I'm making a worse one than usual. I don't recognize it by sight. If it just occurred naturally, I wouldn't see it, even though I build them a bunch. I've done a bunch of it. I used to start with that just to try and teach myself a little bit how to do it, how it works. And I still don't really recognize it by sight, unless I intentionally built it. I got a couple KOs there. There's a nice site that some folks, I mean, people are really into Tetris these days. They weren't when I was a kid. You know, I grew up 5 years too late or whatever, but there's a really nice site where you can, like, design with Tetris blocks moves. And I was looking at that to see how some of this stuff is set up. I think I am going to build up to the top because that was like a test there of what it would be like if I did, and it was a good result. Let's see if it still is. Not really. Got a couple attackers. I'm gonna let those come in. It's silly of me to, I really want to, but I really do need to resist the urge to instantly do 2 like that, because I'm capping the damage right now. Like, I just hit them for 40, and I only sent 16. I'm just wasting fuel. I hate it when I think about what I'm actually doing here. It's not very efficient damage. That's 25, that's 15 more. This is wasting the heck out of this. And I'm sure it's breaking their morale to see that coming in like that, but so what? Like, it doesn't do anything. And also, they're split up, so if they clear one set, it's going to give them some time before the next set comes in. It's not as effective as it looks. That's why some of them are still alive when it's all said and done. It's because they only got hit with 16 out of all of that. And that's not even enough to kill by itself. Oh my. There we go. I love fixing goofy mistakes like that. Apparently, I love making goofy mistakes too. We're sticking to attacker's mode. Oh my, that's gonna hurt somebody. Now here at the end game, the speed at which pieces come in is much faster, so hitting them back to back like that works way better. Because it's very likely that you actually will hit them with all of it at this point, if you keep throwing it at them. As long as there's a little break in there. Just like a second. Uh-oh. We're alright. That piece almost went the wrong way. Ooh. Am I looking at... Okay, there's one badge owner here who has anything. Endgame target selection. What to say about that? I don't want that guy with the badges to get any more if I can help it, because he's the only one who's... So I need to be on badge mode if it switches off of him. He's the one I'm after. The other guy doesn't really... The problem is I might give him a bonus. And I don't want that either, but... It's not going to be much of a bonus because it's just 2. Oh, that was bad. That was a bad setup. This is one of these times where I should not be going for a T-spin, but I did anyway. Oh, I can't even get it in there. I feel like I could, but it wasn't working. Let me fix this mess I made, as I throw away a win almost. I don't like that. That's not the piece I wanted. I blocked the pit. I might be okay. Yeah, I'm still okay. I really wish that that was not the piece I got there. Damn. I almost got out of that, but I kept putting stuff over top of it. It wasn't digging down very well. I think if I could have rotated one of those pieces for something else, I would have been all the way to the bottom. But what they gave me wasn't quite fitting, and I couldn't get it to work. That's a lot. Better be a little bit careful here. It's getting a little steep. I think my Switch lagged from that last hit. There's too many targeters. Just a little bit too many. The numbers by the players, those are people who got knocked out, and that's their rank that they got. If they got a number, they have lost. Oh no, did not mean to do that. Okay, we're on attackers mode the whole time, I think, because I have 4 badges already. I'm happy with that. We don't really need to do much else here other than maybe consider going after the other badge owners. I see a couple that have a few. There's 3.5 down there on the bottom left. I generally don't go over to the other badge owners unless I have guaranteed advantage in the form of an attacker's bonus of my own, because it just seems like it's gonna result in one of us having that big bonus, and if it's not me, it really sucks. I don't think it's worth the risk, honestly. So now we have a couple people with big threats. Ah, it's too high. Just barely. That was silly of me to do. I thought I could flip it over, but sometimes it just doesn't want to. That was a really slow death. Most of the people who lose in last place are disconnects, honestly. Just watch. And you'll see probably almost every game. I've lost the 98th or so place before screwing around. I go straight to the top and then I don't get what I need and I slip. That was a very lazy game I just played where I didn't do a whole lot and then I lost pretty casually. Just accepted defeat, didn't do much about it. Oh, if that were a piece higher, I would have killed myself there because that's the way it works. Damn sticks. I've lost to that before. This goofy thing gets stuck where I didn't expect. I wanted to slide it over and I'll have it straight up. And if it gets snagged on something, that might be the end. Because it will interact with the piece coming in and finish me off. Even though I'm not in any real bad place at all. That's a good way for me to lose at rank 98 or whatever. It almost happened again. Okay. This freaking cube, I don't know what to do with. I saw it and I'm like, huh, that's too bad. I really am just not doing doubles at all here, and I don't have a good reason not to. That's all I have to do is put a Z like that. That's literally it. and there's one. God, new target, please. No, I said new target. Ugh. Just mayhem. This guy I'm on right now is doing it for the attacker's thing, and if I could finish him off, I'll... Yeah, I just did. I'd reap the benefits, I was gonna say, because he's loaded. Killing somebody with that stinking bonus, though, man, is not easy. All T-spins are just a two-line thing that are really easy to do, and they just give you a Tetris of value, so... They just really help out a lot. Like right there, I just pull an 8 damage attack off out of nowhere. It's what it feels like. It feels like I'm just doing 8 out of nowhere because it's so easy to do, and I didn't do anything to my field to make it happen. I think it's the highest value thing in this game because of that. It's so easy to do. It leaves your field looking great. I needed to use the long piece there, not the T. Or not the Z piece. If I wanted to set one up there. Oh no! I misplaced it. Ugh. Too bad. What a mess. Certainly did something to myself here. Okay. Ah! I got the cube stuck in the one place where I didn't want it to go. Like the only place. Like there, that one that I just did is like, I just piggybacked it on top of a bunch of other stuff, and it was just sitting there waiting to be had, and it's just gonna add 8 more lines to that one guy over there, the last opponent. So being able to do that on the fly, I feel like that really helped me a lot. Now whether or not it'll be enough, we'll see, but I'm gonna do another one here. And it's gonna clear the way for a combo, because it's so good. It's so damn good. It just opens up like 4 more attacks. It always does that. It's such a good move. I mean, you do have to wait for the line piece, because just replace line piece with T piece. You still need that. That's the only one that gives you a bonus. And honestly, waiting for that one is worth, I think. I've lost a couple games trying to do a T-spin when it wasn't a good time to do one. The T-spin gap is, if you don't use a T-spin to fix it, and you set it up, you're gonna have an overhang, so you're gonna have a little mistake to fix. It's not terrible, but it is not perfect, not a perfect field. Oh man, what did I do? It's fine. It's fine, I got it. I want to hang on to that. Yeah, this is nice. So here's 2 triples in a row, and there's a third one down the road there in 4 pieces. I'll do another one right now and stop the attackers for a bit. And 4 and half of 1. And a bit of a combo here. A little bit of a combo, that is. Pretty good. Yeah. I mean, really what it comes down to is all you have to do is create an overhang like that, and you get one of the doubles. So I just need to develop a better eye for it, because those come up all the time. You can make them out of so many setups. Like, there's a way to do it with this one over here, I just don't know it very well. I feel like the piece I want is... whatever. Do this. I should be on KO mode, not this mode. I think I'm going to set up the triple stack again here in a second. I'm going for it. Which I do feel like is a risk. But it should be fun. I need to do it quickly is the thing, and it's not very easy for me to do this fast. I need to cancel the bottom of it to do this or I'll die, so... That's something. Okay, we got a little bit of it. Didn't get the whole thing. Had to cancel too much. But on the bright side, it did get me some attackers, so the same goal was achieved. One of those attackers is nasty. Jeez. Oh god, it wouldn't go over. I knew it could, but it was so stubborn about it. I almost did it in time, but not quite. Oh my. Attacker's inbound here just a little bit. Let's do this. Yeah, I really shouldn't have done that. I've locked myself in here a little bit for a while. It's okay, apparently. I didn't want to unload all of it onto that one guy, but I got my 4th badge off of it, so I guess that's okay. I was hoping to, you know, split that, but I thought it was overkill. And again, that Tetris was overkill as well, and I didn't get that one. I don't want the other player to kill this guy, because the other player only has 2, it looks like. They got him, though, so now we're going to have a real fight. Maybe. I don't know. Probably. I was trying to set up T. Wasn't happening. This person didn't do very well. They were already pretty high up. Looks like they're finished. Let me see how we're doing here. Okay, it took me a long time to learn this game, but once I got it down, I started hitting this 30% win ratio here. I'm close to 33% actually, if I am reading these right. 287 divided by 921. 31. I was trying to hit 300 wins before I got to 1,000 games. How many attackers is my max still? That's a stat in here somewhere. Did they take it out? Oh no, they did. Oh, they totally removed a stat. No, there it is. 24, 24, jeez. When did that happen? I feel like that happened today. When it started lagging real bad. A quarter of the game was targeting me. Hey, check out those mini T-spins. For a while there, I had more triples than doubles, but you can see that I started learning how to do them. So we've well passed them up now. This looks like a regular stat screen to me now. Need more all clears. The game where 24 people targeted me could have been a contender for wiping out half the board if I were doing it just a little more aggressively. I'm gonna host Slow Beef. I'm gonna call it for tonight. We'll be back on tomorrow, folks, with AI Arena. Come win a sub betting on some AI battles. Yeah. Me and Catsworth do that every Friday. And Sunday, front page of Twitch. We'll be here. The chat will be on slow mode, I imagine. If there's more than 1,000 people in here, I'm going to assume that a lot of them are new. So we're going to slow mode that chat. And we'll moderate it pretty hard. And we'll be PG mode also, because we'll be on the front page. So we're going to try not to swear too much, which is fucking hard to do when you do it all the god time. I'm gonna host Slow Beef. Have a good night.